Hi guys, I am Mohammed Islam and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about typecasting in Python. So let's get started. Okay, so before moving to the main part of this video, we all need to understand why we need typecasting in Python. Okay, you see, whenever comparing to the other programming languages like C, Java or maybe C++, you see, whenever you are initializing a variable, okay, whenever you are initializing a variable, you need to mention the data type, okay, otherwise that throws an error. Okay, you need to specify the data type whenever you are initializing a variable. Okay, but thankfully Python does not create any kind of problem of doing that. That means whenever you are initializing a variable in Python, you do not need to specify the data type. Okay, suppose you are assigning a 1.5 value to a variable x. Okay, you can just simply write x equal to 1.5. okay, now the Python will automatically understand that 1.5 is a floating number. That means that x variable will be a floating variable. Easy, simple. But there may be times when you want to specify a type onto a variable. Okay, there may be time you need to specify the data type in Python. Then how can you do that? This can be done with typecasting. So let's see that. Okay, so you see in my Google Colab I have written 3 lines of code. Okay, you see there is 3 variable x, y and z. Okay, and you know the first x variable is initialized with that means as a that means one number is assigned to variable x and 2.3 is assigned to variable y and 4 is assigned to variable z. Okay, but clearly look that this one is generally an integer. Okay, if you do not use this int, that means that you do not use this typecasting method over here, then otherwise it won't be any problem. In the same case for y and z, it won't be that much of problem. But you see, what if that you want to convert a float to an integer number? You see, this 2.3 is actually a float. Okay, if you do not use this int method over here, that means you do not typecast it over here, then this 2.3 will store as a float. You might want to store it as an integer. What can you do? You can simply just typecast over here, and you see this 4 is actually quoted. That means it is a string. Okay, it is a string. So that means if you want to store a string into a variable in the integer format, you have to typecast it. You see, all of these 3 variable will be results 3 integers. Okay, this float and this string will also convert into integer. Okay, see, if I run this, what will happen? Print x comma y comma z. See, you will see all of them will be an integer, right? So now you can also use this formula to float or also for the strings. Like you see, you suppose you want to maybe name age. Okay, you have assigned a value of 22. Okay, what will it do? It will be result an integer, right? Because 22 is an integer. But what if I have typecasted it over here to a float? Now see what we will do. There will be a decimal number. Okay, floating point number 22.0. that means this age is typecasted to float. Okay, similarly if you want to store an integer as a string, you can simply do that. Suppose name equal to 1 2 3 4. If you do that simply, that means it will store some number. But if you store like that, it will store as a string, right? It will. Okay, so this comes in the output as a string. Okay, now let's just take the type of that. You will see that this is a string. See, this is a class string. That means this name is this was actually a number, right? 1 2 3 4 is an integer, but as we have typecasted it as a string, this class will be actually string. Okay, that means we are trying to show the result of the type of the name variable, and it is actually string. type. Okay, so I hope you have liked and enjoyed my video. Stay tuned for more updates.